God bless a great day, everybody. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. Y'all already know it's King T420 SCC, and this is Smoking with the King. God bless a great day, everybody. How everybody doing today? This is Smoking with the King. We have Smoking with the King each and every Friday at 4:20 Eastern Time. I do thank y'all for coming. All those who are here, all those who came. Y'all know how we do. We gonna wait till a few people get in. We gonna wait till a few people come around, and then we gonna get the show started. Smoke gang! Y'all already know what it is, gang. What it do? Happy birthday to Pac-Man Pat 2. Had to give a shout out to my motherfucking dog. Today is motherfucking birthday and it's Halloween day, so this nigga, he celebrate and go crazy every year. Nigga be having a bar. He hit every party and all that shit. So, happy birthday and salute to the homie, Pac-Man Pat 2. Happy birthday, bro. Yep. And we gonna have a good show today. Y'all. Yeah, I got a good show lined up for us today. How everybody Friday going? Thank God it's Friday. Smoking with the King. That's how y'all know it's Friday. Every Friday is Smoking with the King. Y'all already know. Great day. You hear me? We coming in with beautiful energy every time. See what we got going on here. Nope, we're not gonna do that. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna make sure everything good, y'all. I know how I do. For real. Alright, bet. So y'all already know before I get started, I'm gonna read a couple scriptures. And once I get a couple scriptures out the way, we'll jump right off into the show. Like, we'll really jump right off into it. I think that's alright. Yeah, we'll really jump right off into it. y'all already read the title. A lot of y'all, most of y'all here because y'all read the title. And with that being said, it's gonna be a battle. I know it might be some comments. Matter of fact, let me go on over there. It might be some comments that I don't like. Might be some women, some dudes say some shit against what I'm talking about. Happy birthday, my dog. God bless and great day, brother. You feel me? My nigga Pat Man Pat, for sure. Happy motherfucking birthday, gang. So listen, there might be a couple people against me today, I ain't gonna lie. Cause y'all read the title and y'all already know what we finna do with this. We finna take this and we about to turn up. Cause the men have been under attack for a long time now. It ain't just started. This shit has been going on for a long, long time. And yeah, fuck it. You know, let's just do it. King James Version, 1 Corinthians 16-13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, be strong. I know that one threw a lot of y'all, because when I read it, I had to sit back for a second like, oh, no, wait. I had to read it over again. Oh, okay. So, since I know that stumped a lot of y'all know I got the NIV. I'm going to read from the NIV, and after I read it from the NIV, I'm going to do a little breakdown, and we're going to do a little conversation, piece, a little couple comments, whatever. Then we'll move forward. So, out of the NIV, 1 Corinthians 16-13, and it reads, be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, be strong. Now, I know that was much more understandable. Men, y'all hear what it's saying. Stand strong in your faith. Be firm in your faith. Stand strong. Be courageous in it. Don't let nobody move you. Be rooted in your faith, in your purpose. But let's go. Here we are being told as men to wake up spiritually and stand firm in the truth. Y'all already know once I start, I'm starting. So this is God's way of telling us that we can't be running. We can't be running from the truth, basically. There's no more running from the truth. Everybody out here trying to do what they want to do, say what they want to say, mixing the Bible with worldly things to make it right because it fits their agenda. God said we can't do that. God said we got to stand firm in our faith, and we got to be strong and courageous in it, and we got to speak on it. When we see wrongdoing, we got to be the ones to be like, nah, that shit ain't right. That shit is not of the Bible. That shit ain't even of the world. Like, where y'all get that shit at? Like, that's some shit, we need to throw that shit out the window. Y'all need to delete that shit, start over, new program. You dig? Because it's a lot of shit that y'all got going on out here that got women raising their sons to feel like it's okay to go off and be transgenders, to go off and cross-dress. Yeah, I mean, like, okay. Let me, okay. Yeah, I'm moving a little too fast. Just give me a minute. Let me slow down, because I didn't already jumped ahead, right? So it say, quit you like men, which means, like men, hold your ground. Lead with courage and don't let pressure make you fold. So, as a man, you can't let the typical agenda or what everybody else saying move you. When you know something ain't right, or when you know something is right, you gotta stand firm in that. You gotta stand your ground. Listen, people gonna come at you, they gonna say things that go against everything that you saying, right? People gonna come at you, they gonna try to make you feel bad for the things that you got going on. They gonna try to make you feel bad because you are not on their side. You understand? People always try to make you feel bad when you're not on their side. When you preaching something that's saying like, okay, so God said if we do this and if we keep our faith like this and we work like this and we be patient in our works, then everything will be smooth, right? But then you got the people over here that's like, nah, God said that if I wanted to be this way, that I could. He said, because I got my own brain and because I felt like I was born a man, but I'm a woman, and my mom said it was okay for me to go and get the surgery, so I can do that. But God ain't say that was okay. And a lot of y'all living today like things of that nature is okay. And I'm really talking to you men, because it's you men who not putting y'all foot down and saying, yo, why would you leave my child to believe that it was okay to go off and do some shit like that? Why would you leave my child to believe that it was okay to go against the Bible? Why would you leave my child to believe that it was okay to go against everything that we was raised up to believe? Like, now all of a sudden you don't believe those things no more? That don't got nothing to do with me. See, a lot of y'all will go against what y'all been raised to believe, what y'all know is to be true, just because it feel good. Just because y'all comfortable doing it. Just because the enjoyment that you get from it. Oh yeah, I'm going down that line. Y'all heard what I said. See, some of y'all like to sleep with men and women. And I'm talking to the men and the women. Some of y'all like to do both. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know that's not right. So in turn, y'all take and twist and turn the things that y'all see in the Bible and try to make it fit in the puzzle right where you think it should fit, so everybody should be like, we'll have some sympathy for it because, you know, it do say this in the Bible. No, we not going to do that. We not going to mix and play, mix and match with Bible scriptures because you feel like you fit in this box over here and we should all open it up and be like, oh, okay, cool, nice surprise. No, fuck that. No, we not going to do that. See, what we're going to do is we're going to tell you like, yo, in the Bible it say, if a woman act like this, don't even live in the house with her. We're going to tell you that it say in the Bible, God turned everybody in the Sodom and Gomorrah to a pillar of salt. What? We going to act like that didn't happen? We going to act like that's not in the Bible? We going to act like it wasn't written? We can't do that because the truth is, a lot of y'all living in this darkness and just want it to be okay with everybody else so you don't have to feel shame on the inside for your shameful, sinful nature that you making everybody else watch and have to indulge in because you just flaunting it around so freely. Y'all put it on all the social media sites, on all the TV commercials, all the radio commercials, all the music, all of the movies. Like, the shit is everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Like, it's literally nowhere y'all turn and you don't see this shit. And none of y'all feel like it's a problem. None of y'all have a problem with this shit. Nobody's screaming, oh, this is definitely against God. Like, I would never want my child to grow up seeing these things. I don't see none of y'all screaming this shit. But, you know, we gonna keep it moving. We gonna go ahead and move forward, right? Okay. So do not let the pressure make you fold. Real strength starts with discipline and faith. Cool. Let's go there with it then. A lot of y'all don't got the discipline y'all supposed to have to keep y'all things in y'all pants. And let's go on both sides. Because women be acting like they thing jump like hammers downstairs like we got. They be acting like they thing be thriving through their pants too. Which you might do. I don't know. I don't got one. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of that still means we still need to have more discipline, right? Because if every time our little thing thrive or jump or make us feel like shit, we need to make a move, and we go make a move, a lot of y'all making moves and y'all cheating on y'all mates. A lot of y'all making moves and y'all coming home with STDs. A lot of y'all making moves and y'all so impatient that y'all end up having to lose y'all little pieces. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest with y'all. Like, a lot of y'all don't act like the things that we've been taught that we was raised on, right? Y'all don't think that these things that we was raised on are right no more. Like, I don't know how y'all don't think these things are right. Like, to a place where y'all are letting women tell men what to do. Like, let's really get an understanding what I'm saying here. Like, y'all have got to a place where y'all letting women decide whether it's okay for a man to ask a woman on a date. What type of date he's supposed to ask her on. What type of job he's supposed to get. The things he's supposed to do to make him look manly or not. Y'all have gotten to a place where these women say they won't date 9 to 5 men. Bus drivers, the people who be out there fixing the light, construction workers. Let's talk about some regular 9 to 5 dudes, landscaping dudes. Let's talk about some regular dudes, some home improvement dudes, painters. Like, we talking about regular dudes. We have came to a place where men can't even be men and enjoy their jobs no more because people talk to them about, damn, you like doing that? Real men don't do that. How the fuck would you know what real men do? When was you ever born a man? That shit don't pan out well when listen. Okay, so cool. Again, we in a place where a lot of these men are being raised by women, right? So a lot of them have the same emotional spirit because they were raised by emotional women. So cool. This is what we're gonna say, right? At the end of the day, even being raised by emotional women, right? You're supposed to be a man, you're supposed to be a rational, logical thinker, which means if your mother is telling you it's okay for you to be emotional, when every other man around you has told you being emotional is not a man's thing. When we have problems, we go to God, we talk to God about it, and we let God give us rational, logical decisions to every problem that we have. He's going to always give us a solution. If all the men around you are saying this, why would you let your mother tell you, no, baby, it's okay to be angry. Yeah, just be a little angry. Throw something across the room or something. Kick something or some dumb shit like that. See, y'all getting to a place where y'all are letting the women program the men into being these emotional robots that work off emotional buttons that people can push just by knowing the certain emotion that's gonna move the man. Y'all ain't hearing me. It's really a war against masculinity. It's an all-out war. And I don't understand how y'all don't get it. But we shall move forward. We have our second verse, which is coming from Ephesians 6:11, King James Version. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Y'all already know, I know some of y'all ain't with the King James. And I got the NIV. I'm going to read from the NIV, but before I read from the NIV, I just want to say a lot of y'all should have caught on to that. I mean, you got to stand in your faith. You got to pray to God. You got to always be walking with God because the devil is tricky. The devil is one of those people like the serpent he really a serpent. That motherfucker slide in and slither in and you don't know. Because his job is to create illusions to make you believe shit that's real and to make you believe shit that's not real. That's his job, is to trick you off your path and off your purpose. But for those who didn't understand it, I got the NIV and then I do a breakdown, full breakdown. Let's go with it. So, Ephesians 6:11 from the NIV, and it reads, put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. So, like I was just telling y'all, the devil is tricky. The devil is one of those people that he will come in your face and he will give you an apple. But the apple came off a tree that you're not supposed to eat off of. Right, Eve? Y'all get it? He tricky. The devil a tricky bastard. He'd come up to you and he'd get to talking to you so good. He'd have you so interested in what he's saying that you won't think he wrong. Like it'd be like, damn, he can't be wrong, right? But in the back of your mind, that little voice is telling you, like, that ain't what God said. I'm telling you for sure, that is definitely not what God said, and that is not on the agenda. But the devil, again, he's a tricky bastard. He'll make you believe some shit that you never even thought you was supposed to believe. This is why some men believe they supposed to be women, and some women believe they supposed to be men. And some people are confused in the head and like both and like to see it all and want to be involved in it all. You can tell a person pork is bad for you, right? You can pull up all the facts to prove that pork is bad for them. And you know what they're going to say? I don't care, man. It tastes good. So, what do you want me to say? When people are just embracing all the bullshit and ain't nobody standing firm in their faith, ain't nobody being strong and courageous and having willpower in the things that they believe in, If ain't nobody having faith and standing strong and firm in their willpower in the things that they believe in, everybody just gonna eat pork just because it's good, then what the fuck type of world do y'all think we gonna have? Okay, so let me take it a step further, because y'all really ain't understanding me. The pork one wasn't a good one because a lot of y'all eat bacon and sausages. So I'm gonna move it a step further, right? If we gonna live in a world where everybody feel like it's just okay to be who they want and do what they want, right? That means it's okay for child predators to just pray, right? That means it's okay for transgenders to just play in women's sports, to be in the bathroom with your little girls and your little boys, and all this is okay, right? I mean, I'm trying to figure it out, because y'all embrace all this shit when it's okay for y'all, when it fits the bill for y'all, when it makes what you're thinking right. But then when it go against what you're thinking, it's like, oh, no. We ain't saying it's supposed to be okay like that. But that's exactly that's the message that they're getting. They don't give a fuck if you embracing it the way they say that you're supposed to embrace it or not. As long as you embrace it, then whatever they say goes. Because it's worldly. And y'all ain't catching on. So, in the Ephesians 6 and 11 verse, we are reminded that the war we are in is not just flesh and blood. It is spiritual. Literally, there are spiritual demons, seductive spirits, evil, naughty, demonic, I can't think of adulterer spirits, fornicated spirits, all these spirits that make you want to enjoy all these things, right? So, let's just keep going, right? We are in a war with not just flesh and blood, but against spirit. The armor is your faith, your purpose, and your moral code. So, let's go down that road right quick for a minute, right? So it says the armor is your faith, your purpose, and your moral code, which is about the same things that I was saying, but let's break that down a little bit more. Like, so God said you can have faith as strong as a mustard seed. As long as you got that faith, He'll be in your life and He'll help you out, right? And it's a little bit bigger than that, but I'm just trying to break some things down and we're going to keep going, right? So it say your faith and your purpose. So, how do you find purpose? Right? So, let's talk about it. If you got faith, that means in faith, you will find God. In faith, you believe in God. So, if you got the faith in God and you believing in God and you are seeking the wisdom and knowledge that God has to offer you, in that you will find your purpose. See how that works? Going to look for God and seeking God, you will find your purpose, which in turn also helps you keep the armor of God on at the same time. Ain't that interesting? How if you're going to seek God, if you're going to find knowledge about God, how you keeping the faith in God and you looking for the wisdom, that you're covering yourself at the same time that you're doing that, right? So, your moral code, having a moral compass, right? A lot of y'all don't got moral compasses no more. A lot of y'all really don't got moral compasses no more. Some of y'all out here sleeping with little kids. Some of y'all out here just taking people out the world. Y'all know what I mean. Others are out here laughing because people took out the word, right? Moral code, moral compass. What is that? Well, when I was growing up and we used to have a moral code and moral compass, it was things such as we don't want to see people DIE. We don't want to see that. We didn't want to see male and male moments and things like that. We didn't want to see a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to see. So we grew up with morals and values. We had to respect our elderly. We had to respect our neighbors. We had to respect our teachers. You know what I'm saying? If our neighbor down the street asked us to walk the dog or help them clean up or help them go to the store, things like that, we had to do that thing when we was growing up because we was taught to respect our elders, right? But nowadays, moral code, moral compass. Remember, keep up. We talking about morality, right? Nowadays, people will not only look at their neighbor down the street and be like, shit, fuck that motherfucker. But they'll tell their kids to go talk shit to them, go throw shit on their grass, be mean, ignorant, messed up neighbors, right? So that speaks to the moral code of why things in the world are the way they are now, instead of how they were back in the day when it was a little more structured. There were families, it was mothers, fathers, and children in the home, instead of it being all these baby mothers and baby fathers and everybody separated and everybody is, I'm so strong and independent. Then you got the men over here, they are breaking down and emotional because they don't know what to do. Because again, they was raised in single mother homes. So everybody is forgetting to have their faith and find their purpose and stand firm in who they supposed to be, and God will do the rest. You know what I'm saying? We forgetting that God said that there was an order to things. God, man, woman, children. And y'all are trying to change the order from God, man, woman, children to whatever she say, and then dudes, you better pray to God and hope he have grace on you. That's what y'all trying to change it to. Like, I've been listening to some of these people who be giving out the good word or whatever, and some of these people who be talking to other people and things like that and telling people where they're supposed to be giving them knowledge. They're not really giving them knowledge. They telling them that it's okay to embrace some of the new changes that are coming in the world. And it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not okay to embrace the fact that these people are telling you that it's all right to let your kid just act a fool, and then as soon as somebody come around and be like, yo, we finna lock your kid up, you gotta be okay with that as well. When I was growing up, we was raised with morals and values because we got our ass whipped. We knew what it was to do right from wrong. We didn't have people telling us it's okay if you want to do that. You'll just figure it out later. You'll learn your lesson later. We didn't have people around us telling us that. We had people around us literally kicking our asses because you doing some fucked up shit, you doing wrong. So now we got to get you back in line. We got to get you back on your moral path. Nowadays, nobody is helping nobody stand on the moral path. Everybody is just kind of sort of letting everybody be what they so-called free, which is not free. Like when you just allow people to make ignorant mistakes and ignorant choices and make ignorant bad moves just because you're so-called letting them be free, not only are you a bad friend, bad parent, and a bad person, but how the fuck is you helping them be free when the fucking choice they can make can get them locked up, can get them in a situation that they can't get out of, can get them with a mate that they should have never been with in the first place, to have them thinking that if they just go off and go to school and get these degrees in education, that they will be perfectly fine and find the perfect husband as soon as they get out of college and have the perfect job. And why are y'all lying to people and telling people all these things? And then y'all not okay with the outcome. Which is funny to me because the war on masculinity is what's bringing all of these outcomes. literally everything that the men say, okay, this is going to happen, and if y'all keep allowing this to happen, then this is possibly going to happen behind that, and we're going to have to fight hard to get structure and foundation back after y'all do that, right? Nobody's listening. So it went from gay people not even being able to come outside to now gay people are all on TV, to the point where now people are going to change themselves into transgenders right on TV. They taking shots and telling you, I got my pills. They doing it right in your face on camera, right in your kid's face, right on camera. Showing your kids how simple it is to be like, yo, I want to be a girl or I want to be a boy. And y'all are just okay with that. Y'all are just okay with that. Because I don't hear none of y'all fighting to be like, yo, y'all are raising these men to be not men. Y'all are out here giving bad information to people, allowing people to grow with these mindsets where it's like, well, if you as a little boy want to be a little girl, I'm your mother. I'm going to always love you. No! Like, in the Bible, listen. Y'all better go really and look in the Bible and see how many parents had to turn their back on their kids because their kids were going against what God said. Matter of fact, I don't even like to really talk about this story, but let's talk about Job, right? Job lost his whole family. Has anybody ever thought about why all his kids died? All of them. Not some of them stayed alive. All of them died. Not one of them made. All of them died. Ain't nobody ever thought about why. Because if Job was a man that had all this type of faith and God knew that the devil was going to test him in things like this of this nature, right? Why y'all think Job's kids was off partying somewhere when it happened, when they got took away? I want y'all to pay attention to how certain things work. Because everybody in the house, faith wasn't as strong as Job's. That was the purpose of the story. It wasn't just to show that Job was strong enough to have faith and come through it all. It was also to show that if everybody in the house had the faith that Job had, none of them would have had to pass away. You understand what I'm saying? Because okay. Maybe I went too hard for y'all right there. Maybe that was a bit much. Maybe that was too much for y'all. But what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is y'all are allowing y'all kids to do a bit much. Y'all are allowing what's going on in the society to be a bit much. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all have taken it to the next level, to a place where it is not even safe for kids anymore. And we're just going to be honest. Everywhere you go, if the kid's not talking about adult sexual nature type shit, they looking at it because y'all allow it to be so free everywhere. So now all y'all kids is just grown up somewhere trying to do the same shit that y'all doing, and y'all wondering what the fuck is going on. Why is all this shit happening? Why we having so many problems in society? Because y'all have opened yourself up to a place where y'all are not listening to the men. Y'all feel like the masculinity, which is needed, y'all are taking it away because y'all as women feel like it's not needed. And y'all are raising these children to be emotional, to live in their feelings, right? So some of them sometimes might have rational and logical thoughts, but the majority of the time, they're having emotional thoughts because they're coming from the same place that they got them from their mother, who was a very emotional person, right? And all the fathers have been saying, yo, don't let my kid get all emotional like that. Don't let my kid be emotional like that. But y'all so busy fighting hard against the father, not wanting to listen to the father. Oh, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. Fuck him. He ain't gonna tell me how to raise my kid. And now look. And now look what y'all got out here. Y'all got a bunch of Dwayne Wade kids out here. Hey, what y'all want me to say? What y'all want me to say? All the little girls is talking about all these little dudes is on the deal. Then you got all the little dudes making the little videos like I'm always hanging with my homeboy. You got all the dudes getting caught in the videos coming, the girls catching the niggas with the... What y'all want me to say? Like, men are not meant to be emotional. God himself said like a man is supposed to have a rational, logical mind through every step of his process. There's no part of his purpose where he's supposed to get emotional and let the emotions override the purpose. But since they're being raised by emotional women, since there's a war on masculinity, since everybody is saying things like, yo, you don't gotta be that emotional. I mean, you don't gotta be that strong. You don't gotta hold it in. You don't do everything that your girlfriend tells you to do. She's right and you wrong. This is what they telling us. This is what they telling the men. So the men is like, well, why y'all keep telling me to live like this and act like this and be like this and shit's still not right? Like, if this was the right way to go, if this is the thing that we're supposed to be doing, how come everybody fucking unhappy? Everybody. All dudes is unhappy. All the females is unhappy. All y'all kids is unhappy. Nobody can find peace. Nobody can find contentment. Nobody can find space to even breathe because y'all so busy steady trying to keep up with the Joneses and embrace all the bullshit that God telling you just need to sit down and cleanse yourself. Just do a cleansing. Just sit down and free yourself from social media. Sit down and free yourself from hearing all this stuff about all this transgender things and things like that, of that nature. Free yourself of the LGBTQ, whatever type. Free your mind of all of that. Clear your mind and just come back home to the Lord. But ain't none of y'all listening to that. All of y'all like, nah, I think I got this. I think I could deal with it. Son, I don't like how the way you acting. Now y'all kids slapping y'all around and y'all don't know what to do with that either. Some of y'all like, damn, he reading this. Yes. Oh, y'all ain't think I know the kid seen you get beat up by the husband and he grew up like, you're not going to tell me what the fuck to do, shut up. So now you scared of your kid too. What did y'all think y'all was going to do? When y'all got to a place where y'all started ignoring the laws of the Lord, ignoring the laws of the land, ignoring what the men were saying was going to happen, and then y'all just ran loose and ran free anyway. What the fuck did y'all think was going to happen? At what point in time did y'all think, well, maybe we should probably think about our actions because we got a bunch of kids over here that's acting a little weird. We got a bunch of kids over here that think they gangsters because all they do is buy guns and carry guns. Then we got these ones over here that just don't want to do nothing. They just lazy. They just don't want to do nothing. What y'all gonna do now? Y'all raised all these kids. Y'all raised these children and had the nerve to talk trash to all the people that was trying to be like, yo, maybe it'd be best if you wasn't spoiling them so much. But see, that all goes to say that the masculinity in our community has gone away. There's no more men being taught how to fight. There's no more men being taken to karate classes, taekwondo. There's no more men being taken to boxing lessons and learning how to box. There's no more men that's really being put on a sports team and being raised and trained like he really gonna make it. Y'all have become so lean with the laws of the Lord and embrace so much of the world that y'all don't even care about how good the child do no more. As long as y'all can get some money. Uh-oh, did he say that? I said it, because it's true. Most of y'all don't even care about how good y'all child doing no more, as long as y'all can get some money out the deal. And that's the sad fucking part about it. Like, y'all have had kids and don't even like kids. Like, half of y'all got kids and don't even like kids. Like, it be fucking my head up. Like, why the fuck did she ever even have kids? Like, cause there's a lot of women got kids out here. Y'all might not see it. It might not be just out there in the open like that. But there's a lot of women out here who be like, man, I had fucking kids, man. It's the worst decision I ever made in my life. And you'll sit back and literally be lost for words. Like, but you had them. Like, how you 4 kids in talking about this the worst decision you could have ever made in your life? Maybe you need to stop making decisions then. But see, y'all don't want to hear that shit. Y'all don't want to hear that shit because that shit is too much like right. Anytime a man go to saying the shit you been doing is fucked up and I've been telling you it's fucked up. Now you done sat back and had all these fucking kids and the nigga who have been trying to get with you way back then before you had all them kids, now you dialing his number trying to get him to come hang out with you and your fucking 4 kids. 4 more. Yeah. Right. Don't nobody like to hear that shit. None of y'all like to hear that shit, but the truth is, if y'all was to stop and listen, instead of being so fucking stubborn, so fucking emotional, every time a rational, logical decision get brought to your eyes where you just gotta be rebellious. No! No, you can't tell me to do it that way. I don't want to. Just do it right. Heather, just do it the right way, Heather. It'll turn out. I promise. Listen, if you only sleep with Billy and you just stay with Billy and you and Billy have kids and you get married, your life will probably be okay. But if you get with Billy and you have a kid by Billy 9 months from now, but you broke up with Billy 3 months into your relationship, and then you turn around and get with John and have a kid by John and break up with him too, your life probably not going to be that fine. I'm just being fucking honest with you. Like, somebody need to tell y'all are fucking lost. Like, none of all y'all so spiritual. Y'all believe in astrology and crystals and charms and shit you can write on the wall. Let me believe in the stars and the sun and the moon and everything but the basic shit that been put here for us since day one. Get the Bible, read the fucking Bible, get back on path, find your fucking purpose. Stop losing yourself to the fucking world. All of y'all have lost yourself to this worldly shit. Now all the men is out here, the actual men out here fighting to survive because they like, well, what the fuck? That's not okay. If I fight this battle, then I'm going to have to fight that battle because me fighting them is going to make them be like, no, but you can't tell them that's not okay. Why the fuck I can't? It's in the Bible. None of this shit is okay. And yeah, truth, I'm not God, and none of us are God. But God also told us when we see it, don't hang around it, don't be near it, and you definitely better condemn that shit. Get it the fuck away from me. Listen, if you got a gay child, I'm sorry to say, you got to tell them get the fuck out your house or go find God again. Get the fuck up out of what the fuck do y'all think this shit is? Y'all think y'all can be appeased because it's your kid? Oh, your kid special. Nobody else kid. Y'all motherfuckers really be tripping me out. This is the shit that really tripped me out about y'all. It'd be like, y'all will talk about the motherfucker down the street kid growing up, right? Like in y'all kid a baby at this time. But now your kid done got that age and doing the same shit. And a motherfucker talking about your shit to your face and you got a problem with it now. But you was just the same motherfucker 8 years ago that was talking about their kid down the street that's doing the same shit that your kid doing right now. And y'all act like that type of shit's supposed to be okay. Everybody supposed to just rock out with it. Everybody supposed to be cool with you. Everybody supposed to appease you and be sympathetic and have empathy and, oh, it's gonna be, we'll figure something. Fuck that. Just like you said about them, they better do something with that badass fucked up ass kid they got. You better do something with your badass, fucked up ass kids you got. It all started with you. Y'all made all these kids emotional. There's no sane thinking. There's no rational, logical thinking. Everything that we... Okay. You know what? You know what? Okay. All right. Without it, you're unprotected in a world that is trying to make strong men feel guilty for being strong. All right, so let's go back so y'all can understand what I'm saying without. The armor of God, which is faith, your purpose, and a moral code. Without it, you're unprotected in a world that's trying to make strong men feel guilty for being strong. So it's all right when you want your son to go and lift up the fucking refrigerator, move the stove, but it's not all right for him to be like, man, I don't want all that mushy shit. Get bag up off me. That ain't all right. Cool. It's all right when you want him to come and lift up the couch so you can get up under it and sweep up under that motherfucker. But it's not all right for him to come to you and be like, yo, man, I broke my arm and I don't want you to baby me about it. I just want you to take me to the hospital so I can get a wrap, and you got to come with all that. Y'all be coming with all these feelings, and y'all be drowning y'all kids in y'all feelings as women, and y'all don't know that is really fucking y'all kids up. This is why all these kids out here nowadays feel like it is free for them to feel. Let me say that again. They feel like it is free for them to feel however the fuck they want. And there's nothing nobody can do about it, because my mother told me it's okay for me to be in my feelings. Why can't I be in my feelings? Who said I can't? My mama be in her feelings all the time. She be happy, she be mad, she be cussing motherfuckers out all day. What are you telling me? What are y'all saying? What are y'all saying? Where is the feminine, beautiful, inspirational, submissive, supportive woman, the nurturing woman, the caring woman, the woman who knew how to raise kids and who knew how to instill in kids? You got a father and there's discipline around here. We don't do certain things around here. Where's that woman at? Where's the woman who embraced the man, who embraces God and who fears God, and who come around and be like, listen, this is what the Bible say and this is all I know, and I don't fuck what they talk about in the world. I don't ride with that shit. I don't. It's not okay for that man who turned himself into a woman to have won Woman of the Year. That's, in my book, that's not okay. But a lot of y'all embrace it. Y'all know it's fine. It's a Kardashian, right? Who gives a fuck? I don't care. Fuck whoever this shit is not okay. It's not okay. But y'all embrace that shit and y'all let that shit get plastered all over the motherfucking news, the media, everywhere you look. All I seen was a fucking man had won Woman of the motherfucking Year, and he hadn't even been a woman whole motherfucking year. Jesus Christ, y'all are wild around this motherfucker. Y'all are really wild. Y'all are wild in the motherfucker. And y'all wonder why I say it's a war on masculinity. How was that right? That wasn't right for women or men. God damn. Anyway. And we're going to keep it pushing. All right. Where are we at? So we're going to talk about the real about how modern masculinity is being tested, twisted, and targeted, right? Which is where we at. How it's being tested, twisted, and targeted from the media messages to the relationship expectations. Yeah. So, in the media, everywhere you look nowadays in the media, you got posts of, I don't know shots at them because I don't care what they do with their life. They not in my life. Just God bless them. But you got gay men and gay women and posts everywhere, posting all over social media everywhere, talking about it's okay to be this way and you can't tell me. And then you got the transgenders coming right behind those posts and they just doing any and everything. And so you go in a bar, as a man, and thank God I don't go in bars no more. But men go in bars nowadays, and they have to be careful how many drinks they have, because if they get too inebriated, they might bump into a dude that's actually a dude dressed like a woman and end up sleeping with him. These things happen. It's never happened to me, but I know they happen because people got stories. There are stories. People have died because things like this have happened. This is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all have been embracing so much of this bullshit. Y'all have made so much of this bullshit okay that now the actual God-fearing man has to be skeptic when he steps out into the world, other than the fact that he got faith in God and he know God covers him every step of the way. Other than that, he got to be skeptic. Is that a man, or is that a woman, or is they over there playing with kids, or like, who knows what's going on in the world nowadays, because y'all embrace everything. Y'all embrace, thank you for the follow. Y'all embrace shit like, all right. Let me tone it down a little bit. I'm going to tone it down a little bit. Watch this. I told the homies the other day, I said, all of us grew up in places where everybody knew who all the drug dealers was. Everybody knew who all the scammers, all the robbers was. Everybody knew who all the boosters was and everything. And we was raised, nobody should call the police and tell nobody anything, right? But now, fast forward to 2025, and you look back at how you was raised, and you look at why the neighborhoods is like they are, you be like, damn, somebody should have fucking locked up all the fucking criminals. Like, why the fuck you think we don't have more black children in schools getting married and going together and doing the right things? Because instead of us embracing the right things, we completely got away from all the right things, which is God said, don't embrace all the bullshit, the criminality, and all the fuck shit. Always embrace the purpose and the progress and the positive in the world. That's what God said. And we got away from that. And y'all got the praising all the drug dealers, all the rappers that was talking all this nasty shit. And look where we are now. Nobody calls the police on nobody, and then motherfuckers wait till they get locked up to snitch. Like, you should have been calling before that happened. Like, all these motherfuckers, so-called spiritual and community activists, and got nonprofits and all this shit, but none of y'all are getting the motherfuckers in y'all neighborhoods locked up for selling the drugs right to y'all neighbors or your friends or your homies or what type of friend and family member are you? Oh, you blame them because they own drugs, and not the fact that it's a drug dealer right downstairs, right? See, y'all really don't be paying attention. So I'm finna break down some geographics for y'all, right? In the white community, there are very few dealers for a person to actually go and get drugs. Watch this. In a white community, a person might have to drive 5 to 10 miles to meet their nearest dealer. Now, let's come all the way back around to the black community. In the black community, a person literally can go 2 houses over and there's possibly a dealer there. Y'all wonder why our communities are filled with drug addicts and drug dealers and robbers and thieves and not doctors and lawyers and people who are owners of businesses and people who are thriving in the community. This is why. Because y'all have drove masculinity into a place where everybody is emotional. All the men are told to just go out and make money the best way you can and please this woman and whatever she wants. So now you got young men out here throwing bricks at the penitentiary. You got them sleeping with each other. You got them offing each other. Nobody is in the right headspace to say, y'all, we all need some form of guidance, like the Bible, right? But I ain't gonna keep just, I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm saying is, these children need guidance. This world has gotten to a place where they don't care what y'all teach our children. They don't care what they let get into the minds of y'all children. A lot of y'all sit y'all children in front of these tablets, these phones, these TVs, these video games, and just let them go. Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all know we wasn't raised like that. I need y'all to think about, and if y'all was raised like that, go ask your parent how they was raised. And if they wasn't raised the way that they raised you, go back to the way that they was raised. No, real shit. No, real shit. I ain't saying, listen, watch this. And I want y'all to be smart about this, right? Be very smart. I'm not saying go back and embrace the bullshit that they were teaching the children. Because we all know there was some fucked up parents on both sides of the field that was teaching racism, prejudiceness, and all type of bullshit. So yeah, we're not saying embrace that. But we're saying, what I'm telling you is to go back and embrace the morals that they had when it came to being a family, to being a unit, to protecting the community. Why do y'all think in other communities the police come so fast? I need y'all to think about that. Why do y'all think in other communities they come so, like, immediately? They come immediately. Immediately. You know why? Because in other communities, there's not that much crime. So whenever they get called, they immediately know exactly where it's at, exactly where to go, and exactly what to do. But in our community, there is so much crime. Open your eyes. Okay, listen. Because a lot of y'all might take this as me saying, well, just go snitch on the motherfuckers that you love. No, it's not what I'm saying. But what I'm telling you is if your people are the people that's doing these things, you need to divest yourself from them. Period. You want to know why your life is not moving forward? Because you have to divest yourself from all those that are doing wrong, all those that are embracing the world. You have to go back to the actual spiritual purpose that we were given, because we were all given a purpose. And once you start walking back in your purpose, you'll realize what you have to do. Because at some points, you have to move away. It's not about calling and calling the police on somebody and no shit like that. It's about knowing where is a safe environment for me to raise my children. Where is a safe place for me to find a mate and actually grow up and get to know the person and get years and years under our belt of marriage where we raised a nice family with structure and foundation. Our kids grew up and had nice college degrees, STEM, whatever. You understand? Like, it's got to be a time where we get away from embracing all of the nonsense that come with the world, like telling men it's okay to be gay. It's okay to embrace your feelings, young man. It's okay to go out there and just cry. Just cry. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, dog? And then y'all wonder why all y'all little girls is talking about, Daddy, all these men is gay out here, Daddy. I don't want none of these men. Then y'all wonder why all y'all little girls is out here like, shit, I'm sleeping with this girl down here. She got this strap that's this long. I just need my rose. I don't want nothing but my rose. Right. Y'all wondering. It's because of the emotional attachments that y'all make people gain. And then when people get broken up with, or when people go through traumatic things, all of that emotion that y'all allowed them to just be free with, because y'all didn't teach them how to contain and deal with their emotions, y'all just allowed them to have their emotions. See, and that's where the problem lies. With emotions, you have to know how to contain and deal with your emotions. I don't know if any of y'all had therapy, but I have. Yes, I've had therapy and still do. I love talking to my therapist. The thing is you have to learn how to deal with your emotions. You can't just tell somebody it's okay to be emotional and don't help them learn how to deal with their emotions, right? So a lot of y'all women have allowed y'all children to become these emotional creatures, these emotional beings, and the world has come to a place now where all the masculine things, I didn't even get to finish reading through everything. I had like some steps and shit, but it's about done now. It's already been damn an hour. But y'all done got to a place where now the world has started embracing all these things that I've spoke on in this live. And the women, I hate to say the women, I hate to say y'all be mad, y'all be upset when somebody speak on these things, but I don't know how else to take it. Like, because some of y'all women, I don't feel like maybe, I be feeling like maybe y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? But then if somebody brings it to your attention, you get offended by them bringing it to your attention. Like, you spoiling your kids over here, and I really don't think you should be spoiling them like that, blah, 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 whatever. And you know, you making your son emotional, you should probably put your son on a sports team, basketball, football, baseball, something, get him a coach, get him a male role model in his life so he can stop being around you and your 3 girls all the time. Right? So when men start bringing these types of things up, you get these women who are prideful, which is another emotion. They're prideful, and they'll be like, no, my son okay. He got men in his life. My brothers come around and my uncles and everybody deal with it. Is da. And they son end up gay. And they son end up wanting to be on the deal. They son end up being a transgender. And then you get to asking her like, well, damn, what happened with your son, baby? I thought you had all these male role models. Ain't nobody say that. I said, and in there lies the problem. The pride that a lot of people have will stop them from gaining the knowledge that they're supposed to have to become the version of them that they're supposed to be. A lot of y'all children are supposed to be like that. The only reason they are is because y'all embraced becoming somebody that you weren't supposed to become. And after you became that person, your kids took on those traits that you weren't supposed to have in the first place. And then they became the complete opposite of everything that you wanted them to become. Don't be mad at me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just the man telling you what's really going on out here so you can start paying attention more yourself. Maybe you can start doing something about it. Maybe you can start dealing with your children a little bit differently than you have been lately and start noticing the way others deal with their kids around you so you can start paying attention who you got your kids around. You understand? Like, this war on masculinity, it didn't just start. It been a war for a long time. And it ain't just a war on masculinity. It's really a war on black men. I just didn't want to title it that because that's, it's a lot of motherfuckers be like, oh, here we go. But the truth is, there is a war on black men. It is. And y'all have fallen right for the fucking trap. Y'all have let y'all sons become emotional creatures, just like you. A lot of y'all don't even understand why I called y'all emotional creatures, because y'all don't read the Bible. A lot of y'all don't even understand why I called y'all emotional creatures, because y'all don't read the Bible. That's why I work. A lot of y'all women, I get it. Y'all was raised by women too. And that's part of the issue. That's what we trying to get y'all to see. It's not that y'all are bad women. It's not that y'all are bad people. It's that you got to look at the fact that you was already raised by a woman. You was raised by somebody who is just as emotional as you or more. Maybe even more. Because some of y'all got a little bit of rationality in y'all, a little bit of logic. But it's not a lot. And that's because y'all are embracing the prideful nature and being stubborn to actually learning the fact or opening yourself up to the fact of knowing that you know better. A lot of y'all don't want to admit y'all know better. Y'all just rather living a lie. I say all the time, women like to be lied to. I don't know why women like to be lied to, but women had this thing where they just like to be lied to. They don't like to hear the truth, especially if it come blunt and raw. If somebody tells a woman the truth and it's blunt and raw, it's almost like they lose they cool immediately. Like, who you think you are? You don't have the right to say that to me. And it's like, I only told you the truth. I didn't talk about you. I just said, maybe if you didn't have 3 different baby daddies and talked about all of them like dogs and treated all of them bad, maybe one of them would actually still be with you. Maybe if you actually tried to be a good partner and a good spouse to the dude who wanted to marry you, maybe you would actually be married. Don't be mad at me. What the y'all listen. I love black women, I love black men, I love our community. I just need us to do better. I need us to do better. Y'all gotta stop saying that old dumb shit. I wish a motherfucker would touch my kid. Stupid motherfucker, ask the motherfucker what your dumb ass kid was doing. How about for a better question, do I need to beat this motherfucker ass in front of you? Because if he was doing some stupid ass shit like that, instead of getting all outrageous and outright saying, you better not touch my fucking special, ain't never done nothing wrong to nobody. Ooh, I spoiled since the day he came out, my child. What? Well, come get this little bad motherfucker and you raise him and teach him your motherfucking self and don't put him in no motherfucking school where somebody else gotta fucking try to help him learn some shit. You teach him. Fuck is y'all talking about? Don't put your hands on my mother. Listen, y'all. The emotions that you women have instilled into all these people that are around us nowadays, and I say you women because it started with the women that were in my mother's generation. It didn't start now. It started way back then with my mother and the women in that generation. I was born in the 80s, so y'all can go back and look and see how things were and see where they started to change it. And y'all can see these things for yourself. There's a war on masculinity. Y'all gotta let this shit go. Y'all really gotta let this shit go. The black community is being swallowed up by garbage, by trash, and we can change it. We can fucking change it. All we gotta do is fucking put our heads together, stop listening to all the nonsense and bullshit that people teach us that it's okay to embrace when it's not. Listen, other people chastise their kids, why you can't? Huh? Why you think it's not okay for you to chastise your kid, but it's okay for others to chastise theirs? Because they want you to let your kid act a fucking fool and be tearing up shit so they can lock your kid up with his black ass and leave him locked up behind motherfucking bars as long as... All right. I gave y'all enough juice today. I gave y'all enough juice today. God bless and great day to everybody that came out and joined Smoking with the King. I hope y'all tapped the screen for me if y'all was on TikTok. If you was on YouTube, I hope you tapped the screen, left a comment. I definitely appreciate all y'all for coming out and getting the juice and listening to all the things I had to say. I come out every Friday Smoking with the King, each and every Friday. I got the juice for y'all. I got the knowledge, the juice. Just come get it. Just come get it. One day I'm going to tell y'all where I got all this knowledge and all this juice from, and then y'all will probably have a better understanding of what's really happening and how we got here. So, again, God bless. Great day to everybody. Definitely appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next Friday, 4:20 Eastern Time p.m. Smoking with the King. Smoke gang shit. Y'all already know it. Smoke gang, we out of here.